Oh, you'll get there eventually, Twitch. I believe in you. Oh yes, my offline stream of 35 seconds. Oh, wouldn't it be great if the Twitch mobile app actually functioned most of the time? There you go. Good job. All right. I have not played on this character for ages. I don't care about that. I don't know if Dragon Ball Blessing is worth it. What do I even have? Either way, most of it won't matter. Golden Order, not Golden Order, Golden Bow, and Flame Grant Me Strength will be fine. Um, wow, I don't have much on this character, do I? Sure. What not is that? Yeah, having this playing on this character is weird because it doesn't have a lot of the stuff that I pick up nowadays. And since it was my first character, um, yeah, I've played the majority of time on this character. I mean, this character is what, like 150 hours on it? 133? It's it's just weird. It feels like there's this disconnect since I grabbed most of this stuff when I was still learning. So like before the stream start, I went and upgraded a misery cord, but it's not even like a good misery cord because I forgot to put split damage on it. And like I'm using Hand of Melanias even though they're probably not great. I think they're only really fine just due to my high level, where a normal Uchi would be fine. I did do a little bit of testing. Quality Uchis would be better, but ow, but not by much. The greatest thing that I could get out of switching to the Uchi is I could run it with an occult scaling, which has inherent arcane, which means I could get way, way more bleed. Um, but I don't think it'll be too necessary. Since I'm on New Game Plus 7, I'm just gonna not care about learning anything and be completely okay with possibly outscaling the early bosses. Um, I think I'll do all remembrances and I think I'll upload this to YouTube. Ah, thank you, video game. But like I don't really want to do the run to Midra. Um, but I will. Um, but yeah, I also realized that all of the bell bearings that I had picked up during my time of playing this game were before the update that persisted bearings and new game cycles. So I had to go grab other things. It was kind of annoying. I also may need to run away randomly. Got other things that I need to do that are slightly on short notice, but shouldn't be too big of an issue. I don't know how long I'll stream. I'm not going to do a big collectathon or anything on this character, even though I probably should. Um, but I'm just not feeling it. I'm out of ideas for how to play through the DLC at this point. I just have very little interest in the rest of the ow. I have very little interest in the rest of the weapon classes that were added. So I just like I don't really want to do a whole new slew of early Moog and getting that. I've already done that like twice. 3 times if we include my pre-DLC prep. But I don't know. The second time I did early Moog, I was bored of it because it's like I'm decent enough at that fight that even going in at level 49 or 50, something in that area, with a plus 12 weapon, I was able to do it within like 20 minutes. So it was just kind of eh. And then the last time I did early Moog, or the first time I did early Moog, I did it with a plus 12 Nagakiba, and I did that first try. So I don't know, the having to go early mode to get to the DLC earlier, to pick up a specific weapon or do a specific challenge. It's just because there's only like 3 bosses that would actually be somewhat fun to challenge myself on with a low level or a low damage run. And I've already done 2 of them. It would be Rilana, which I did for my most recent playthrough. I was doing a light greatsword run. However, one of my friends dropped me the Milady on a new character, so I just used it for the entire game. But I wanted Rilana's armor set. I thought it looked nice. Um, I think that's my dog crying. I can't tell if that's in-game or if my dog is upset. My dog being upset is kind of normal at this point. But this build is super non-optimal. I'm also dead. Did I not pick up the Scattry fragment? I'm gonna have to do that again, didn't I? I should have 1, 2, 3. No, it's 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I didn't pick it up. I have the worst short-term memory. But I'm pretty sure Dragon Bolt Blessing and Golden Vow don't stack, by the way. I don't remember, like, I never buff in this game. I just don't do it. But on my first playthrough, I ended up leveling into Faith later on. And, there you are. Ah, yes, thank you. Well, that's what happens when you're on the new game cycle aggression increase. Dying on Torrent is going to be kind of normal. Arcane boosting talisman is over there, and I don't really care about it. I think we'll start kind of we'll do it in general order, like a realistic order, not a weird one. I'm not gonna do Mesmer first. Oh, finishing my statement about the bosses, that doing underlevel would have been fun. Rilana and Mesmer are the first 2 that come to mind, and I did Mesmer for a weapon with a great spear, so no one dropped me the Impaler. Man, I'm still disappointed at the Impaler being so trash. I mean, it really is just awful. It'd be so much better if the heavy attack actually, well, had a qualities of a heavy attack. It doesn't do enough damage, uses too much stamina, does like 0 posture damage. So it's just this whole slew of issues. And I'm also very used to two-handed movesets at the moment. Which I obviously am not using since I'm using power stance katanas. Mind you, my AR is itching above 1300 between both of them, which is really good. Especially for how fast they are. We're not going to do any quest lines. I don't think any of them are worth doing for this character. Not that I know all of them, I'd have to look stuff up. Which I'm not saying I won't do. I am well past the point where I care. But, I don't know. I'm just... This is going to be a struggle. I think Dancing Lion will be fine. I think my damage will just sort of make that fight easy. Which is good, because it's not a very good fight. Rolana will be tough. Especially because power stance weapons have the intrinsic lack of heavy attacks. Which means that I can't do as much stance damage as I would like, since they're kind of light weapons, so it's equivalent stance damage of just hitting with 2 jumping light attacks to my knowledge. I have no idea what the stance damage, the posture damage, is on dual katanas, but... And then there's a lot of single hit bosses in this game that aren't good for sustained damage. But even so, running... Like, this loadout is trash. I got nothing that increases damage. Like, I'm running the Turtle Talisman because I'm a Chloranthy Ring stan. But the problem is that it's really not necessary in this game. And even if it was at my stamina level, it's just kind of a waste. The stamina regen is nice, but I've got about 20 trillion stamina. The high health will be nice. I've got higher health than even a lot of people of equivalent level. Since I'm not running... Like, I didn't boost my levels in accordance to soft caps and allowing me to do as many builds as possible. I just went for what was useful. And having a crap ton of health is useful. It shouldn't be too bad. And this will also feature basically a guide on where the fuck to get all the Erdtree fragments, since I actually memorized them. No, I don't know why. I didn't choose to memorize them. I looked at a map once, and then I haven't forgotten it yet. Which is a bit ridiculous. My memory doesn't, like... I literally forgot if I picked up a fragment within 15 seconds of killing the enemy who drops it. Yet I remember all of the location of fragments, 50 fragments across the entire game. It's kind of stupid. Honestly. But we're doing our Elden Chores at the moment, where we run around in a massive circle, doing absolutely nothing of worth except upgrading so that we can do a whole bunch of stuff in a row. So I'm thinking we will start... We're probably going to end up triggering the seal breaking even before we fight any bosses. Because I think I'll just approach Shadowkeep immediately rather than rather than just waiting. There's not too much use to going down through Bonnie Village yet, but I'll want it for when we do Gaius and Mesmer, because while I will grab the Pearl Drake Talisman, the Pearl Drake Great Shield Talisman, it isn't necessary, it'll just be useful. Sometimes I question what I'm doing. Now, unlike my last New Game Plus 7 playthrough, I am much warmer at this game. As in, I've been playing it quite a bit recently. However, I fucking suck at the DLC bosses, just like everyone else. We're gonna be here a while. A lot of these streams will probably be kind of short. Will just be basically me sitting there grinding endlessly at bosses. I have walked past a scavenger frag. Now, I expect you not to be mean to me, you little bastard. Not this bastard, the other bastard. The spinny bastard. Well, at least the command grab didn't immediately kill me. If I wanted it to not immediately kill me, then maybe I should have spent my time using the fragments that I picked up and actually upgrading. But I didn't do that. Instead, I just vibe into break aggro. Okay. Let's also grab that one, and then there's one kind of south of North Ruins, which is the one I just grabbed. But without the map, no idea its exact placement. It'll be fine. I'll get the message. I mark every time I pick up a Scattatory fragment. Purely so, if I forget where one is, or walk past it, or just decide not to get it, I can remember where the fuck it is by just looking at a map. Which means that it's not about a guess and check system about trying to find which one I need to level up if, say, the final boss decides to turn me into mincemeat, which I most definitely will be. This is not a good build for the final boss. Actually, I'm not going to pretend like I know what a good build is for the final boss, because I don't know. I think it's one of those fights that it plays out like I would expect it to be good with a heavy weapon. But using a great spear, that fight was miserable. You just can't get enough hits in to ever stance break that boss, which doesn't matter here. I'm not going to be stance breaking basically anything on this run. But with the great spear, you would expect, and with my affinity towards absolutely mashing the heavy attack button, that I don't know why I was able to open my map there, but you would think that I would be able to stance break, but you just can't get enough hits in, and the posture regen is too fast. I haven't tried parrying the boss. I think I've gotten exactly one successful parry off on the boss. I'm going to be hard carried by Golden Vows buff to damage negation. I hope the game isn't too quiet. I know for the oh. Yeah, that only did all of my health. 2100 health, and I got 2-shot. I'm in a slightly stronger area without any Scattatory fragments, so it's kind of like walking into K literally. So I'm not like too upset about the damage so far. I'll need to do it for the fragments anyhow, so might as well. Um, there's two. Um, normally, this route, I end up forgetting that there's a scattering fragment, a few scattering fragments over here. But I do it because it's the path to the two-handed talisman, which is like the most busted talisman in the game. It's not busted, but it's really fucking good. Um, and then I'm just like, oh yeah, there's two scattering fragments over here. There's one of them. Plus, this will make my life slightly easier while I'm in uh, the Rawu Ruins. Rawu. Rawu. Look, I've basically been empty head all day. Give me a break. My brain has been fried by the current status of the United States of America. I woke up and immediately got stressed the fuck out by everything that's going on. So, you know, it's great. Everything's going great. Golems, don't fuck me. Yeah. Thing is I haven't been up for. Oh, I got very quiet though. I haven't been up very long. So my tiredness is more so attributed to mental exhaustion for no goddamn reason. Rather than because, like, I need to go to sleep. It's 9:30 p.m., which is normally when people get tired. The problem is I've been awake for like 4 hours. Don't fuck me. I've been fucked. I don't know where all of the spirit ashes are because I haven't summoned once in this DLC. I probably won't ever summon it. Ow! 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 Oh, ow! That hurt. That hurt so badly. Holy shit! I have 2100 health and I nearly got one shot. Amazing. New game +7. What a ride. I literally haven't, like, really played much of this character since I did my new game +7 playthrough on stream. That was over a year ago. Um, I'll grab the two-handed talisman. There's a chance that maybe going power stance for a boss might just become unreliable, and it will be better for me to... Ow. Ow. Look, death is inevitable. I just want the talisman. God fucking damn it. That was frame 1, too. That's annoying. What I mean by frame 1 is just that the damage hitbox was overlapping my body. Frame 1 when I gained control and I no longer had invulnerability. Which is why I couldn't dodge it. I was both mashing dodge and interact at the same time, trying to roll past it, but it wasn't plausible. It's fine. We're gonna have lots of deaths. It's just a part of New Game +7. I I think, like, obviously the boss you're most scared of, where did the other half of Torrent's health go? I'm not power stancing currently. And I disagree, but okay. I don't disagree on that one, or that one. Um, damage might be a little high, but also, no Scadutree blessings. So, it'll be fine. Is there anything else I want to pick up? I got the map, right? Yeah. Um, got that one. I got the one in Templetown. Is there any that I can noticeably say that I'm missing? Uh, not, not in my face. Though, if I wanted to increase them maximally, I could get 1, 2, 3, 4 pretty easily, just by continuing. It's probably a good course of action, in my opinion. Did I not mark Pillar Path Cross as well? Jesus Christ. I'm really relaxed apparently on my marking of the map. It's fine. Yes, thank you, PlayStation 5. Should probably turn that off. Ancient Dragon Man might be problematic, especially if I still haven't fucking upgraded, but you know, we're gonna do the ultimate strat of all, which is leveling up. I'm getting my inputs frame eaten, and I really hate it. There's level 9. Pretty sure I'm missing a few that I don't even need to, like, kill anything for, but who cares? I just don't care. I didn't do the strat. If you, if you ride up there, you can drop down behind Ancient Dragon Man, and he doesn't spawn. So you can just not have to deal with an NPC fight. For now. I mean, obviously, you still have to. Stop slow walking me, you fucking pussy. Ow! Well, you know what? I'm never gonna get to use it against a boss. So just... It's so fucking worthless. It's so fucking worthless. Ow. Thank you. When he has about 1,000,000,000,000 more health, that's gonna be a little bit more difficult. Nah, man, you know what's gonna kill me the most in this DLC? I can almost guarantee it. It's gonna be that fucking NPC fight. Oh, man. God, my frames are bad. I wouldn't even, like, consider this build decent at PvP. Because, yeah, Power Stance moveset is slightly harder to read for parries. but the rolling attacks really open. Not that you get parried, to my knowledge, in the NPC fight. I don't think any possible combinations have parry ability, but god damn, they are strong. Struggle with that on normal new game, never mind new game +7. And I don't really think my stats are proportionately higher. It's just, it's kind of spooky. I know it's the end game, but also, I don't want to spend the next 2 days fighting a goddamn NPC. Alright, how about this time we actually, like... Yeah, I can see that Flame Grant Me Strength ate something. Ow. I'm just never gonna be able to use it, man. Thank God that wasn't a 2-hit confirm. That's not gonna hit me. It's the worst spell I've ever seen. That will, when I didn't stagger him out of it. I was totally expecting to knock him out of it. Oh, Ancient Dragon, man, why? Yeah, so I don't think Dragon Bolt Blessing and Flame Grant Me Strength can be stacked. So I don't know what the fuck I was doing back when I made this build. Yeah, see, that just adds. Could just parry him, but... Just gonna heal here. I think I have enough time. 10k damage. It's honestly not the worst thing I've ever seen. Honestly, for an NPC fight, but like... The only thing I could think of would be, like... Bale. I think that's the only person with a long enough, down, like, stagger time that I could actually theoretically get a full chain off. But, like... Ew. And I'm not gonna stagger Bale. I can guarantee you Bale's not gonna get staggered even once. Hell, I'm probably not even going to be able to power stance very well in that fight, since Bale is fast enough that you have to react with single R1s to some of his attacks. It's a single R1 jumping attack kind of thing. Going for full heavies can be kind of hard. You are not worth the time. I just don't care. I just don't care. Like, why on earth would I care about that boss that is repeated twice on the same goddamn path for no reason, and then followed up by one of the worst bosses in the DLC? I'm not talking about Bale, I'm talking about Sensiax. Absolutely trash boss. I've never killed that boss because it's a garbage fight made by garbage people. Now, what we need is for the Furnace Golem to play nice and for me to remember where the fucking hippo is. And also just do not engage with the Tibia Mariner. I am not fighting a Revenant. I'm just not doing it. So maybe go the right way. And I have no maps, so I can't really, like, remember exactly where the hippo is, and that hippo could be strong. Also, at level 9, I'm doing 300 more damage per katana, which is kind of good. Not gonna lie, I would expect endgame to put me at around like 1320 per katana. Somewhere around there. Sounds about right to me. It's about double AR. By the time like you're over it, it's about double your own AR. So I'm sitting at like 670 something, which would put it around 1350, but I don't think it's quite double. I think I'm wearing more than heavy enough armor. I'll probably end with about 75% damage negation. And given the fact that I'm sitting at 67% already, which is a little crazy. I was running 70% in my most recent playthrough, and that's not even with Golden Vow. What I might want to do is go back to base game for some slightly better buffs. Like Flame Grant Me Strength is decent, don't get me wrong. It's the core, like I'm running core buffs. It's what everyone knows and what everyone uses. Where the hell am I going? I'm making a decision to find a hippo, and that hippo is not over here. It's somewhere. It exists in a plane, some dimension that I do not know about. I could find it if I had the map fragment, but doing that would require more time. I'm not there yet. I just need to find it. It'll be okay. It just might take an excess of time, and as long as I don't run into the Death Red Bird, there it is. I'm actually scared of this thing, by the way. I shouldn't be. I really shouldn't be. I'm scared of the golden one. I'm scared of that, though. Way too early. Way too early. Massive skill issue. You're gonna play nice? Thank you. Mistake? That came out kind of slow, or whatever. And I got stuck in a running animation. Okay. That was very much a, that was a face tank. That, I'm not gonna pretend there was any skill involved in that. That was a, I have more health and more damage negation than you can currently deal with. Oh, fuck off. It's called a scam. Just leave. No. Get the hell out of my stream. I will ban you when I'm done with this. When the Furnace Golem stops being aggroed on me, I can actually use this grace. Ah, yes. Wave the ban hammer around a little bit. It's fine. I do it occasionally, it's fine. It's just kind of normal. When you're a tiny little streamer with very few views, playing a game that's already oversaturated with far more, far better players and also just more popular players. Um, you just kind of accept that you're doing this for yourself. You know what I'm not looking forward to is that unless I do all of this in basically one fell swoop, like in just like 2 or 3 streams, um, I am gonna have to, I'm gonna have to export these if I want to upload them to YouTube. If I want to do it in multiple streams, it's gonna be important that I kind of stitch them together. Um, man, that's gonna get big. Will you leave me the hell alone? But, yeah. I honestly should just edit down these videos, even though that would take a ton of time. It's just a bit more effort than I want to do. Um, it's completely possible that I finish it in one stream, but I'm not planning on that. This is kind of like get Erdtree Fragment, kill Rolana and Dancing Lion, and kind of do that, maybe spend an hour and a half. Probably longer than that at this point, since Elden Chores takes forever. I'm also probably going to be hitting a rough level where I'd be pretty comfortable going up against Bale. It'd still be hard. It's always going to be hard. Bale's a hard boss. Speaking of which, I take like what, like 7, okay, over 1.1 million runes to level up. I would love to have a max level character at some point, but I genuinely just don't think it's plausible for me to sit down and spend the next 50 hours farming. Because that's basically just what it is. I mean, I don't think running through the game enough times is really going to make up for the fact that souls are just not great. I think for the meanwhile, I think the final boss gauntlet will get me like 3 levels. But there reaches a point where the amount of levels you need is just ridiculous. And the amount of runes you need is ridiculous because it's over double my level, just barely slightly. I'm what 320, 335. Um, I think the max level is like 714 or something, like low 700s in that area. It might be even lower than that. This giant's gonna be a pain in my ass. Oh, excuse me. I just want to grab this Grace as I'm over here. I'm kind of bad at the Putrescent Knight, honestly. I'm bad at a lot of things in this DLC. I suck at this DLC. Partially because, like, I don't know, I don't adore it. I'll say that much. If you want to know more, go to my Twitter and read my review. I think this DLC will get a bit better over the next 2 months. I think the next patch is going to be pretty significant in terms of balances and changes and all that. Probably some minor performance improvements, um, especially in bosses. I think the general performance won't improve too much, Oh, I totally thought I was about to jump off a cliff. Alright. Part of me wants to just go through Dragon Pit still. And just run up the mountain. Because there's a free Scadutree fragment, and we just get the thing to bail while we're at it. Um... That, or we go to Ballarat. See, objectively, the best place to go would be Shadowkeep. Shadowkeep has an ass ton of fragments, and at my level, I am still level Scadutree Blessing 9, and I want to say I have 4 more, so I'm at level 10. Um, I am pretty sure I could deal with Gaius. It might take a bit, though. So bosses that I'm scared of. Metir, she's not particularly hard, like fundamentally, but the problem is that as a fight, I don't know her. I don't have her downloaded. I'm not, you know, good at her. I just tend to be able to outstat her. Good enough to live, but not good enough to say that I'm good at the fight, kind of thing. I get hit a lot in that fight. And with the higher damage of this, of running New Game +7, it's a little worrying. I think Midra, aside from the incredibly long run to, which we'll be doing no matter what, just because there are Scadutree fragments, I really wish that someone would find a skip to Abyssal Woods, even if it skips 2 Scadutree fragments. But like some kind of a Stake of Marika skip, like Radon's, or like the Radon skip. It's not a Radon skip, it's a skip to Radon. We will probably do Metir closer to the end. I'm not too worried about Romina. Final boss, obviously, super worried. I'm less worried about Mesmer than many might think. I won't say I have him downloaded, but he's my favorite boss of this DLC, and I spent quite a while grinding up against him with very low Scadutree blessings. As in, I walked into the DLC with a +10 Great Spear and went straight to Mesmer. Picking up Scadutree blessings along the way but not using them, fragments along the way without using them, and slowly leveled myself up throughout my grinding. I basically spent 2 hours fighting Mesmer, starting for like the first half hour on Scadutree Blessing 0 with a Great Spear. Then I went up to level 5, which I thought would be enough, but it wasn't. Just a skill issue. And level 9, I got him down. And I am far higher level than I was there. And now I'm more comfortable with the fight. Second phase is easily the scariest bit. I do have 5 in my inventory, right? Yeah. I did pick it up. I just completely forgot that I did. I'm just gonna throw that there. There's only 1 on the Dragon Peaks, so it doesn't really matter. I'll see that and be like, okay, I got the 1 on Dragon Peak. Exact location doesn't matter. Okay. Brain, find the location of where to go. It's not this way. I question my own sanity sometimes. Midra could be hard. I'm really bad at dodging the big AoE that Midra has, which will do. It might be an insta kill, honestly. It might be. Um, Rolana, I think I'll be able to mostly stat check. Mostly. I'm not saying it'll be fast. I'm just saying that I don't think it's going to be some massive time spend. Might as well grab this ancient Dragonsmith and Stone. Bale, I am the historical Bale struggler. So it might be worth for me to save this till later and not do it right now. Just grab the Grace and bone out. And from here I say we just go to Bellarat. Look at that. Level 10 level. There's only one in Bellarat, but technically two, but I'm not going to count that. Go up and up and up and up and up and up and up. So, Dancing Lion. Not my favorite fight. It's a bit of an understatement. I don't like it very much. We also have Arachnophobia, the enemy. Yeah, that's not bad. I was totally expecting that to be worse. Though they do good damage, so I should be careful. I will grab this Revered Spirit Ash purely because I would like the slightly tankier Torrent over time. I don't care about you. I just don't. Belurat Towers Settlement. I would also say this is probably my least favorite legacy dungeon in the boss. Unless you're counting Raoul Ruins as a big legacy dungeon, which a lot of people do. I fucking hate that place. It and all of its laggy mess. And no, we just don't care about the enemies. I just I just don't care anymore. I've beaten this DLC 3 times? 3 times sounds right. I'm not gonna be able to get away with not killing you. Oh yeah. That, however, is mildly concerning. Okay. I'm just gonna hope to God that he doesn't know how to climb upstairs. Do I know where I'm going? Not particularly. I'm just running and hoping for the best. Key. And then I have to go like this way, don't I? Ah, yes. Fuck you, Arachnophobia. This is one of the more hidden Scadutree fragments, I'd say. There's a few of them that I'm just like, why did you put them here? I'm definitely not any Blade of Mikola. I'll tell you that much. I drop down here. Go around to the left and go up this ladder in this room while I get chased by many enemies. And somehow not get grabbed. I must be hacking. Go back up here. Run past this guy because he scares me. Grab the Spirit Ash. Keep running. Run up staircase. Hello, Doomslayer. You look very different. The Dark Ages must have changed you. I'll probably just die here. I will try and kill it. My damage isn't bad. And the jump attacks. That wasn't too bad. Definitely took a lot of extra damage, though. Alright. It's just... Might as well. Level 11. Okay. So do I have anything that could be just better than Dragon Bolt Blessing, since it's just... If anything, I would want, like, lightning negation. This doesn't work. Because I can't buff with that. That could be interesting. I'm assuming, actually, that Golden Vow and Black Flame's Protection don't stack. Apparently not. Maybe not in that order. Maybe I gotta do Flame, Grant Me Strength, lay it. Also, love this music. I think this is my favorite track in the game. Not game, but in the DLC. I don't know this guy very well. 1, 2, 3. Ah, I got stun locked. Thanks, camera. Thanks, camera. My biggest problem is just the fact that this is a camera boss. That was a skill issue. Like, how the fuck did that get said it was okay? Yes, I know I shouldn't have, I shouldn't have gone for that. And then we get to the... Ow. The RNG lightning AoE. One, two, three. Ah, yes, thank you. I really appreciated that one. And also, yes, I know it doesn't seem to be like I'm learning, because I'm not learning, because I don't know what the fuck is going on! Oh, you're doing wind. Ow, ow, ow. That's what we like to call, fuck you, camera! I'll try doing Flame Grant Me Strength last. Either way. God, this boss's camera is trash. Maybe I could like it if I could actually fucking see. It's 1, 2, and he was too tall, so I couldn't time it properly. That's a 3-hit. I should have thought that that was a 3-hit. Why? 1. Ah, thanks, RNG Lightning. Is he gonna get too close to me? It's a really good opening, actually. Ah, thanks, camera. Really appreciated that. 1, 2, I'm dead. You can bleed him? I didn't think you would bleed it. Now, my biggest problem is I have... I didn't finish my thought because I was going to say I have no idea how to dodge the stomp, because every time I've tried to do it, it didn't work, and then I just dodged it. And also, fuck you! See, this is why, in my review, I went into the, fact that From Software doesn't know their own technical limitations. I do stand by that. Okay. So I do think that I'm running into bad overlap. I need to do more research on what buffs work. I fucking hate that. I fucking hate this. I love not being able to see. Thanks. Oh yeah. This is the Dancing Lion experience. Oh, at least it's not Bale's fucking breath attack that seems to just... That was just bad. Not gonna pretend like that was just a camera issue. Look, if I gotta chug, I gotta chug. 1, 2, 3. Get a good running attack. So, anyone know what the fuck is going on? Because I don't! No! No! Not the lightning! Also, yes, I do realize my, my buffs have already ran out. Ow! Ow! Thank you. One, 2, 3. That jump actually worked. I haven't had the jump work. Do you always start this with a stomp? No. That's why I keep jumping too early. Okay, at least I didn't get flatlined by the... 1, 2... God damn it. Excuse me? At least this attack I know. And that one. 1, 2... Never had that happen before, where he desyncs off of you. This should be it, if I can actually... Okay, thank fuck. I don't like that boss. That camera's so trash. I think the boss would be fine if the camera was pulled back further. Like, pretty significantly, too. Like, more significantly than in other bosses that might have that issue. Um... But, man, the camera gets in such the way, and I don't like the RNG elemental effects. Like, the lightning in particular, it just feels like you have no safety at any time. I think part of that is just because your camera is just so in your face. Fuck off, Bowles. I don't think your name is actually Bowles, but that's the reference you're based off of. And that's the reference enemy that you are. Bowles Carrion Knight, which you fight in an Everjail. I know I just ran past my beloved, milady, my beloved. So good. Genuinely. Unless it gets, like, patched to oblivion, like, and they just make it so much worse for no reason, because it's fucking, it's great where it is, in my opinion. I would honestly think, if anything, it could use a bit of a buff. But not Milady. I think Milady is fine. Honestly, I felt amazing during my playthrough with it. I think it's just... Oh, but I could expect Rolana's swords to get a buff. But, because they're apparently very trash. I haven't used them. And I haven't used Lita's sword. But, from pure AR standpoint, they are slightly better. Or Alita's sword is slightly better from a pure AR standpoint, with split damage between holy and physical. But because it's a somber weapon and you can't imbue it, whether with like with any greases or elemental buffs, the damage is kind of lackluster overall. Comparatively, at least on high level. Like, if I was running it, I could see it because it's just higher number. But obviously, holy damage is the worst damage type in the game because everything is immune to it. Well, or is not immune, but is very highly resistant to it at the end of the game. Yeah, Blood Greatswords, fucking amazing. Use the Milady. Do whatever the fuck you want with it, because it is just so much fun. It honestly became my favorite weapon class overnight. No, I have no idea why I'm alive. I think it's because I was talking about my beloved. Ow. Fuck off, not Moongram. We're not here to play the game, we're here to beat the bosses. My penance will come at this gate. I'd like you all to meet my friends as I can't believe it's not Raya Lucaria. Ow. I'm gonna heal, especially since not Moongram is behind me. He does really high damage. But we're almost there. Knowing the path makes it all too fast. Obviously, if you played this game properly and actually killed things, then it wouldn't be necessary. Do I remember what's in that chest? No. But because I don't remember it, I'm assuming it's not useful. Stay off my elevator. This is when it's going to get hard. Rilana is the second, maybe third hardest boss in this DLC. Her competitor is Bale. Is she harder than Bale? That's the question. Like a lot of people would say yes. I'm neither here or there. So right now my damage is so I'm getting an extra 200 damage and another 12% AR. So Black Flame's protection adds 10%. Flame grant me strength. Overrides Black Flame's protection for 200 extra damage. And then Golden Vow gives me another 200 damage and 3% damage negation. Alright. That damage is really good. I'm actually surprised I can get a power stance rolling attack off on her. I'm very used to doing heavy attacks in this fight. Never ever punish it. I'm gonna make distance. 1, 2, 3. If that move is in your face, RNG! One of my favorite attacks in the game. I love how smooth that her transition is. RNG! 1, 2. No wombo combo. That's nice. 1. Ooh. Look at that damage! I think I can get a heal opportunity right here. RNG! Wombo combo. I'm lucky. You doing what I think you're doing? Yeah. Jump attack? Got a bit lucky. I kind of want to heal again, but I'll take the Wombo Combo Ender as a heal. I want a good opening. I totally forgot she has an extension in her second phase for that, and that move always catches me out. RNG? So every time she does, you can see that lower damage I'm doing. I call it RNG because depending on what move she does, it can make my life really hard. You're dead. First try! That's surprising! But I will say, yes, it is surprising, because I didn't think I was good enough at the fight to just be able to do it without just getting in that zone. But obviously, I am higher Erdtree Blessing level than is intended for that fight. Never mind the fact that even for New Game +7, I am a high level. I'm 335. I mean, that's a pretty significant level difference. I've got a lot of health, and the bleed proc there was pretty big. But man, we went from doing amazing damage to kind of meh damage the moment my AR dropped. We are probably... Someone let off fireworks outside. It's probably about time we just move our way towards, While it is definitely more efficient to go to the church district this instant, the golden hippo drops 2 scatter fragments. And while that fight is fucking annoying, and I suck at it, like I'm genuinely bad on it, I will die almost guaranteed. Unless I do like a literal metric ton of damage to it, which I doubt. So I gotta do that anyhow. So I don't have to go backwards. The Church District gives us easy Mesmer and the way to Gaius. And what I mean by easy Mesmer is that you don't need to go up through the entire tower if you come in through the Church District. Once you get to Storehouse back section, you basically take the route up to Gaius, and there is an intended skip that you can do that drops you down to the lever that brings up the center section, which means you're also right next to the Grace. And this also means we can do Putrescent Knight anytime. I could also get... I could do a weird sideways move and go up to Rauru. I keep forgetting Rauru. Alright. Probably just Golden Vow and Flame Grant Strength. Run it back. We'll consider that a death. I quit out like that, that's basically a death. I do not understand the power of buffs. I'm just bad. I'm gonna try and get a waterfowl off, but it's probably gonna be a mistake. It's a mistake. Still, I do good damage. It's just that I fucking suck at this boss. 1, 2... 1... I should heal before the phase 2 transition. Because he has a move that I don't know how to dodge in phase 2. That one. I've never done it without taking damage. I'm assuming... One, two... This is bad. Just gonna heal in your face and assume it won't... Oh, it ate my roll. I don't think... Like, one of the reasons I'm using Radahn's armor... is because it's got crazy high poise damage. If I die, I'm gonna be mad. Not even close. 1 death, since I said I'd count the quit out as a death. But I could go to Rauru, which gives me access to 4 fragments without killing anything. Well, they killed one thing. 2 things. There's a hippo. I'm gonna get screwed by Fire Knights before I do that, mind you, and the Black Knights. But also, instead, take the path down to, oh, I could take the path down to Abyssal Woods. I just don't want to do that. Yoink. It's probably most efficient to do it now. I can always get to floor 1 from Church District. And I gotta do that anyhow for all Erdtree fragments, so... No, you do not need to use the ladder. You can drop off the side of the stairs. I'm assuming that that's a lot of people found it. I got directed towards this area by a friend to say, yo, don't miss this. And I'm like, yo, okay, thanks. Only after he asked if it was okay to tell me that kind of thing. But there are 3 Erdtree fragments this way. There's technically 6 of them this way, if we count all of the ones in Abyssal Woods. By all of the ones, I mean the 3 that are there. But fuck Abyssal Woods. Worst area. Genuinely awful. Yes, I know you compare them. That's what we're gonna do. It just means we're gonna die excessively. Because out of spite, I will refuse to do stealth in a From Software game. It's a lie. I do it in Sekiro. I never ended up doing that Sekiro playthrough for the Souls revisit. Obviously, you know, I think I talked about it during the streams that I don't count Sekiro as a Souls title because fundamentally they're entirely different. I still kind of thought that I might do it because a lot of people do, and I don't really need an excuse to enjoy Sekiro. I'm not going to be doing it now, mind you. I'm not like bringing it up to say, oh, I could do it now. It's more like my lack of sociality. I don't know. That's not a word. I'm not gonna. It's not an. I don't think it's a word. It's a. That's not a word. I'm kind of antisocial, so I don't have very good conversational skills. So now I just talk about random things. Um, no, one of the main reasons that I'm not going to be streaming basically at all. I mean, I only thought to do this because I posted my original New Game Plus 7 playthrough, and I did want to put something on YouTube purely for the DLC, especially since I tend to just upload stream archival footage. Um, and it's not a huge deal for me to run through the DLC again on my main character. I was going to do that no matter what. Um, I don't like calling him my main character. My first character is probably the better way to say it, because I don't really have a main character. I have the character that I did first, which is this one, and then I have every other character. I'm very much a create a new character kind of person in Elden Ring. I don't like uh, continuing characters. I like building in a specific way where I'm not garnering a bunch of excess stuff. As I say that, I have also thought about trying to get every item and every weapon and armor and talisman on this character before. I won't do that um, because I didn't realize how much work it would be until I started doing it, and I'm like, this fucking sucks. So I just decided no. Anyhow. We will make our way down to the first bonfire of Darklight Catacombs. And no, I did not have to do that. Where the I did not grab the Grace. No, I did. It's that one. Jesus Christ. I did not have to quit out there, by the way. You can just run backwards from there and then there's a way down. But I just didn't care. Quitting out is mildly faster. This is the path that you can take. You take it from back there. You can. So the reason you can't just come from over here and you have to go that big roundabout way, there's no way up there, right above where my head is. There's just no possible way up there. I tried. It got really close from being able to clip there, or to clip up there. And maybe there is a weird horse parkour skip that you can do to get up there. Just save a little bit of time on return playthroughs, but I am probably gonna be pretty close to done with Elden Ring. I've got a seamless co-op playthrough running in the background, but not all the people that I was doing it with don't seem particularly in the mood to do it right now. I think they're starting to burn out on Elden Ring, which is totally fair. I mean, I'm burnt out on Elden Ring. Yeah. Man, that jump attack talisman's putting in work. Oh, we ain't done yet. We got Hippo Point 2. Hippo 2.0 is over here. I'm dying to meet him. Oh my god, I'm actually dying to meet him. This is bad. Am I dead? No. As long as I dodge this next attack, should be able to heal here. Jump attack! Jump attack! This is not a skillful show. Don't care. We just pretend like that's skillful and not just absolutely a travesty. I don't like Darklight Catacombs anymore. I enjoyed it the first time. I don't anymore. I'm just over it. I'm so over the whole run too. And you know what? Jorian is gonna make my day really bad. So that's why we're not gonna do it right now. Because there's no point. Once I grab the Grace, I either have to get to Abyssal Woods or do it all over again in the future. God damn it, I forgot there was an elevator here. There's no way for me to teleport out. Do I take the long elevator up? Kill a bad boss. Elevator? Bad boss. The elevator sounds tedious. It's the next one. You can jump down the railing to skip a section. Ow! Please die. Reason 1 why I hate Dark Light Catacombs. It was fun the first time, but you know, when you just don't want to spend any time here anymore, it's just like, you got things wrapped around corners and stupid fucking imps that no one wanted to see come back. I mean, that guy he literally doesn't have a charge up. His AI is just scripted to fire as you come around. That's amazing game design, I will admit. I'm being facetious, if you didn't realize. I'm just gonna assume I don't die if I drop down here. We're chugging. I didn't end up skipping the section. It's not a huge deal. And yes, I know, it probably would have been easier. No! They are the deadliest fuckers of all time. They are genuinely just ungodly deadly. You should be fearful of them and their bouncy projectiles. They will bounce off what's behind you and just insta-kill you. It's not an insta-kill, but it's just like a multi-damage stick that does so much like just an absurd amount of damage. Man. Don't you be problematic. While I take this gap here. This is actually the wrong way for me to go because it has that fucker. I'm gonna pretend like you can't see me. I knew that would happen. I've done this before. However, it's not that one you should be scared of. It's this one. Oh, okay, I was able to interrupt him. That's good. Oh, it's time to backstab. Well, not yet, but we still have one more floor. But when we get to Jorian, I'm basically just going to try and backstab chain him. Because that fight is not worth trying to do without backstab chaining. The problem is I don't think I'm going to do very much damage. Especially since there's no grace down here. And that means that I can't put split damage on my misery cord. And I don't have the critical talisman on this character. Because of fucking course I don't. Like I said, I ended up skipping everything on this on this character because I just didn't know it existed. And I suck at secret hunting, so... So, I'm gonna try and just jump attack spam at the beginning and not get insta-jibbed. I really should have buffed my defenses for this. I have no idea how long that lasts. Damage isn't the worst I've ever seen. I'm gonna try and backstab him here. Just gonna heal. Heal again. Literally didn't have enough time. Hello, trash boss. I should have probably switched to the misery cord. I think it'd be faster. Oh yeah, look at that damage proccing fire. You're doing your full summon! Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, it's about the same between the two because I don't have split damage. Higher base damage, just... Ow, why are you over there? This is what we like to call... I wish they didn't home. Especially with the amount of them. Oh my god, I'm running. Hello. Oh, I'm just dead here, aren't I? Fuck this boss, fuck this boss. I hate you. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Harder, Miyazaki, harder! Fuck you, Miyazaki. The shit boss, man. It's not fun, it doesn't really have any good design fundamentals behind it. Um, it's just, it's not fun. A bad boss can be fun, but this is not one of them. God damn it. It's just because of these fucking tombstones, too. Yeah. Please proc bleed. That's what I want to know. Yes, I know you can stagger them in like one hit. That's mildly satisfying, honestly. It's I want it over with. I hate it so much. It's so bad. I can't even go for the backstab with him there. So, do we think I'll be able to get to him before I get face blocked by multiple... Yay, it's over! Fuck you, Jory. I still don't have enough to level up. I can't wait to lose it all in Abyssal Woods. Especially because we have the most annoying section of this DLC. The bit where you can't use Torrent. It's also called the bit where you hold the circle button, are expected to do stealth, and get madness a lot. Flip, flap, flip, flap, flip, flap, flip, flap, flip, flap. So, how's everyone enjoying the DLC? I'm assuming most people haven't beaten it yet. Just don't have the time to really put in, and they're doing big exploratory playthroughs, so, and it was just taking them a while. Maybe you're stuck on the final boss, or something along those lines. I really hope Waterfowl stuns the hell out of this guy, because if it doesn't, I'm screwed. I did say that I was absolutely dog shit in NPC fights, right? Stealth. 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 Ah, yeah, that's... Okay, we got him. The scary thing about that guy is that he can just... He has a lot more poise than you think he does. And so he just ends up kind of punching through your combos and inflicting lots of hurt upon you. Especially because he builds up madness with each strike. So even if you have high damage negation or a ton of poise, it just doesn't matter. You just end up getting madness procced, and then you're stuck on the floor for 20 years, and It's a whole ordeal that we don't like thinking about. While we're over here, we're gonna upgrade our misery cord a bit better. Just grab a random Ash of War that I probably have lying around. And so I'm assuming that I don't have anything good on it that would be actually useful. Okay, there's two of them, and then there's one more here in Abyssal Woods. It's all the way northwards of the area. Kind of hard to get up to, but Misery Cord, got Endure. Quick Step's not bad. Beast Roar, Stormblade. That's, I guess, semi-okay for that good damage. I sometimes put parry on the Misery Cord, but I'm just gonna run Royal Knight's Resolve because it could theoretically be good. That's 198. It's Flame Art or doesn't. I apparently don't have the Holy One. I must not have gotten the Sanctified Wet Blade. We'll just run Flame Art because it's got the highest base damage, which is the first number that you're seeing. When you're looking at attack power, the base damage plus scaling damage. So it reduces its dex scaling, adds faith scaling, and reduces its strength scaling, which is why the damage is so trash. But it's not about total damage. It's about base damage. Yeah, I don't have the buckler parry skill. Is there anything that increases guard boost? No. I did also upgrade my buckler while I was upgrading the misery cord. 113. So, I'm hoping that missed parries will do less, a less freakish amount of stamina damage. But, I severely doubt it. When I get out of the range of the rats, I can kind of show you what the plan is and where we're going. Assuming that I didn't just immediately go the wrong way, but I'm pretty sure I did. The thing is the church is completely out of the way. You don't need to go to the church to progress through the area. But you have to... If you want the map, and if you want all the Scattry fragments, especially since there's two of them there, you've got to walk all the way there. You got to go through Maddening Hand. It's just annoying. So you end up, after you go from the church, you basically turn around and go back the other way. And that way will lead you, to this section right here, where it finally introduces the gimmick of this area. Those fuckers. The Winter Lanterns. They're not actually called Winter Lanterns, but they fucking should be, because it's very obvious that's what they are. These have no health bar, as you can see when I lock onto them. They expect you to stealth around them. They are a pain in the ass. However, while they're normally unkillable, if you walk up to their face, you can just parry them. And once you parry them... Oh. So I should probably just use the Hand of Melania, since it has way, way better general damage. So I don't get grabbed again. That's probably the best play here. So, yeah. If they grab you, you're dead. You're just dead. They have 2 attacks in total, to my knowledge. they have the I see you attack and the grab. The I see you is what happens when they see you. Um, Effectively, they will they start screaming at you, and they stand there and they stare at you. Also, is there a mechanic in here where if you walk through these, yeah, okay. um, okay then. Uh, they will teleport to you and do an AoE, and it does a lot of damage, but it's not an insta kill. It might be on New Game Plus 7 for all I know. So what we're going for is right about there. Um, if you want to go forward faster, take that route. That area down there. That smoky road down there is a slightly faster way to the mansion. It's more like it's a more. It kind of does this in that instead of going around and then kind of coming down like we're about to, it kind of just cuts in right about here. So you're not doing this big wraparound. But there is one of the fuckers in there, so you got to be careful. You basically just walk up on it. Too, it's basically just standing there waiting to take advantage of you, and it skips the hardest bit of this whole sequence, which is just down this path actually, as there is two of them. No, it's the next section, not this section. So the section after this, down there, there's two of them in a small area, and it's the hardest bit because one will try and teleport to you while you're doing the while you're trying to set up for the parry and all that. And Elden Ring stealth mechanics are not incredibly amazing, so that's a yawn. I'll probably just do quit out strats here. Ow. No. I keep accidentally buffering my own inputs when I'm quitting out and almost quitting out the desktop. Um, it's whatever. I'm catching it more and more. But especially while I'm streaming, it's not exactly the greatest. Let's teleport back to Abyssal Wood, the Abyssal Woods bonfire, since it's slightly faster. Alright. Stealthy, stealth, stealth, stealthy, stealth, stealth, stealthy, stealth, stealth, stealthy, stealth, 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 stealthy, stealthy. Notice me! I'm pretty sure Hand of Melania's higher base damage just outdoes the Misery Chord in every way! I think it's a bit of a yikes, because that feels like it's doing more damage. Either way. Now we get on to the annoying bit. This is where I tend to die the most while I'm doing the I will not stealth out of spite. Man, I have no memory of where everything's laid out in this area. I totally thought it was right here. I know we're on a path that will lead us to the double section. I actually think it's right there, isn't it? So that's the branch I use to lead them. Because you only see one, but then there's one right behind the branch. Because you see that one over there. Oh. If you quit out, it cancels out grabs. And obviously, if I can quit out before I die, it means that I don't technically die, so I don't respawn, I just take the health damage. And since they don't respawn, every little bit of progress in your spite is, every little bit of progress you make in your spite will stay there forever, unless you get seen and then grabbed before you can kill one. Then none of the progress matters. Wow, I can't believe that second one sees me. Here's it. If you think it might be more efficient for me to just stealth through it, yeah, I know. But spite, fuck you From Software. You made this horrible area. I'm not gonna do it correctly. Out of spite. Come here, little bastard. I know you fucking hear me. Will you stop with the animation canceling me? Yes, I'm gonna spawn right in front of one. I'm probably dead here. This is gonna be a wash. This is not gonna be good. I'll do this out of spite until the end of fucking time. Dude, that's what happens if you hit them. Yeah, I kind of thought that's what was happening. It's trying to reset its position. Now, ideally, I actually just use this. I don't care if it's inefficient. We do it out of spite. This is my way of saying From Software can fuck off. God damn it. That's just a skill issue right there. That parry was incredibly early. I picked up a game called Nine Souls the other day. I haven't played much of it yet. I only put it in about an hour and a half, and I've been just kind of distracted with Elden Ring stuff, so I haven't really put more time into it. But I'm enjoying it. I saw it actually before the DLC came out. I saw some stuff on it. And I was like, "Yo, that looks kind of good. I want to play it." And while I was raging at the DLC, I messaged one of my friends and said, God fucking damn it. I'm so over this badly designed bullshit. I want to play Nine Souls. So basically, the second I beat the game, or beat the DLC, later that night, I basically just bought Nine Souls and played it for an hour and a half, and then I put more playthroughs into Elden Ring. Story of my life. It no longer matters. We're through it finally. There's only, like, minimal enemies over here. They will be no problem. Just have to keep running. We will be fine. Except when we go the wrong way. I knew this didn't look right. So where the hell did I go wrong? Okay, yeah, I just thought, I basically thought that other section was this little section right here. Because it feels very similar in design. They're not particularly similar. I won't pretend like they're just identical, but also grody. You just gotta deal with these enemies one by one, and we're home free. By home free, I mean we can actually do the... I wouldn't call it a legacy dungeon, but it's, we can do Midra's dungeon. Now, Midra is one of the harder bosses of the DLC. I like him, but I suck at dodging his AoE. I kind of stat check him a little bit. Just a little bit. So I have no idea how this is gonna go. We still have a bit of a run to do, mind you. Hey, and I can actually put one level into something. I have 116 and I needed 113. I don't really care about mind too much. I kind of want to just, like, slowly but surely level strength. And yes, I realize that having as much into faith as I do is completely worth it. Like, yeah, it's for the buffs, which is fine, but because I'm not using a faith scaling weapon, it's just... yes. I honestly should respec this character, but I just don't care enough, man. I don't think there's any faith scaling katanas. There's like 2 intelligence scaling ones, but there's no faith scaling ones to my nature, and I would need 2 of them, and ideally they would be smithing stone rather than somber, which I didn't used to say, but man, affinities are fucking useful. So I'd have to make one, effectively. Probably using, because Flame Art has, faith scaling, high base damage. Really? You could have lived if you had just not done that. You inconvenienced me. It will definitely take a few tries. Unlike Rolana, I haven't had, like, a big old practice section with him, so I'm not near as... like, even with Rolana, I'm, like, fresh in my mind is that fight, and how to do it, and, not for this one. Not saying I have no memory of this fight, it's just that I'm not 100% there. Might as well grab this item over here. Can't remember what it is, mind you. I think it's just a cookbook. Anaya's torch. I stepped on your cake. Alrighty then. Let's reset aggro. Green turtle talisman do I have? That's probably good. Just can't really think of anything that would be particularly good otherwise. Oh my god, I have the winged sword insignia. I don't have the rotten one. I don't think I ever did Millicent's questline on this run. Yeah, no, let's just take that, because it will boost by like 8% after 2 attacks. We are absolutely watching this cutscene, by the way. Content warning, by the way. This is a really gruesome.
I have endured more than enough. I ask you forgive me, dearest Nanaya.
Man lengthened his spine. I don't know any of the lore, by the way, for Midra. I don't know any of the lore about anything. Alright, so tip for this fight, stay close. Don't run the fuck away from him. Ever. Except during the AoE. Otherwise, stay in his face. So we want to get up behind him, wait for the second one, and then just wail on him a little bit. One. And then he follows it up. Yeah, that did half my health. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then just heal. Always spamming it. Perfect time to heal. Low range. He does a second one with perfect time to heal. So this is the very scary attack that I can't really dodge. Sometimes I can. Follow up? Yeah. Damn, I gotta remember not to, he doesn't do the follow-up because he didn't hit me. That's gonna hit me. I need a good time to heal. 2, 1, 2, 1. Jump attack for that extra damage. I should have capitalized. I don't know if he has an extension on that. I must have rolled slightly too early. Man, he does a lot of damage though. Like half my health is some of those hits, and I still got that 70% damage negation. That's pretty crazy. However, 70 on physical, still 64 on fire. Anyhow, this time we'll actually buff. Which is a little annoying because this fight starts with a, well, this bit. And, there's no way to avoid the fact that it takes up like 15 seconds of my timer. It's a mistake. Run behind him. I don't know why my sprint didn't work. It's such a cool command grab. It looks like it's just a basic AoE, but it's not. If it hits you, oh, not the second bit, but the launching bit. Um, I take that as a heal. I think I'm out of buff. Oh, that did a lot of damage. Yeah, he doesn't have an extension in second phase. Yeah, I just... One, one, two... And then I'm just gonna heal for safety, even though he's... What the fuck? He didn't do that... Okay, second try. 522. Huh. It's not much more than he gives on base. He gives like 400 something on base. I wish I had the Rotten Winged Sword insignia. I don't care to do Millie's questline, so. Um, I can't even do Millie's questline right now because I did all of this. It's weird because I thought I did like the waifu playthrough for my New Game Plus 7 run, where I did Millie's questline and Ronnie's questline, and I saved Melina and yada yada yada. So next step would be Morth Ruins. We're gonna head. Probably won't stream for too much longer. Now, I always forget the exact drop-down location for this, but, just gotta find the church. It's not that one. It's like over here. Yeah, this is it. What is this item? It's probably a cookbook that I don't care about. It's a Shadow Realm rune. Just drop down here. We pretend there are no enemies and that this is just a casual stroll. And then we almost die. So I'm thinking I'll get to Shadowkeep, maybe just do the run to Gaius and give that an attempt. Um, since that gets us two Scadutree upgrades for Mesmer, even though I feel like Gaius is the one I would rather be more upgraded for, there's only like two, one, two, three on the way to outside of that. It makes sense in my brain. There's a ton of Scadutree fragments in Shadowkeep. Shadowkeep is the best bit of this entire DLC by a pretty significant margin. But first step, not the first step, but our first play here in Bonnie Village is to head up north of it and grab this item up against this statue. It is the Oh Mother emote, which will allow us to access the second area we need for Ymir's questline, or i.e. the way we fight Matir, the Mother of Fingers. $72%. We still also have to do the Putrescent one, or the Putrescent Knight, and that entire legacy area. It's more like a really big catacombs. That's a disservice. It's a really big cave. I wouldn't quite call it a legacy dungeon because it's just got like a lot of one path. Um, but there are very few offshoots to it, so it doesn't really have that same feeling that a legacy dungeon does in this game of getting really lost. Um, but it's whatever. Putrescent Knight I'm really bad at, and he's going to do an absolutely metric fuck ton of damage. It it has an attack. It has these blue flame attacks that I'm pretty sure do pure magic damage. Either way, I don't know what type of damage type they are, but they are obscenely high and they imbue frostbite. They're not Ghost Flame. Like I can recognize Ghost Flame, but I don't know. He's very high damage attacks that will probably insta kill us. And he has a habit of walking the hell away from you after every attack he does. Um, but we'll be okay. Fire Knights, which are they're not a mini boss enemy, but they're basically like the strong enemy of Shadowkeep. They're going to be slightly problematic. I'll say that once. They are difficult unless you're running a the heavier your weapon, generally the better you are with them. Obviously to a point. Like great swords are fantastic against them because you can basically stagger them every hit. Um, However, with normal weapons, or smaller weapons more accurately, you just don't stagger them. And because of that, they're actually quite scary. Obviously, my two hits are okay. Like, this is a relatively non-tanky one. It's kind of squishy. It's the first one you find. This is how I entered Shadowkeep originally. I didn't go through the main gate. And we're skipping going back through the main gate. Because this is faster. And is necessary to get to Gaius anyhow, to my knowledge. I don't know if you can get to Gaius from the main path. Um, you might be able to, but there are also some Scadutree fragments and stuff around here that we want to get. Uh, all stuff like that. This guy can be a little annoying. It's only mildly lucky, okay? It's only mildly lucky. Now, don't you dare fuck me over, you stupid junk. I have died a few times trying to do that jump. Not happened too often, but it does happen. Don't get caught out by the gap there. I've done that. Very upset about that one. Where the fuck did you come from? Anyhow, so we're gonna go up here, we're gonna use the key to the seal. And then we're gonna turn back around, and we're gonna go that way into Shadowkeep proper. Um, so there are a few not legacy, remembrance bosses that we will get to from Shadowkeep. Um, we just did one of them, we did Midra, since the only entrance to the Abyssal Woods is that very long pathway we took. Um, we're going to go up here, which will bring us to storehouse back section. Oh. Oh, man. Storehouse back section is the best grace in the game, effectively, because it leads us to 3 different paths if we want. We can go down to the main floor, which skips that entire Fire Knight and the elevator um, that we saw earlier when we were going towards Abyssal Woods. And you can do that by going down there, and you get the Lightning Great Shield Talisman and all that. So the only thing is that if we, due to the way that I'm going to do this, we will have to go backwards from 7th floor at some point to get all the Scatter fragments, because there is a cross on the 4th floor, something like that. We might even be able to see it while we're climbing. That becomes inaccessible from the way down once you move this middle section. There, in that man's hair, is our baby, Great Talisman. The this man noticed me. What the fuck? Can't believe he noticed me. What the hell? And also, did you notice how quickly I died? Jesus. I was just gonna throw him off the edge for the memes. Now I gotta do this 20-year ladder climb again. We will have to kill one of them. One of these Shadow Knights at some point. Before we get to Mesmer. But, don't know if I'll do that today. I probably will do that today. Look, there it is! The Pearl Drake Great Shield Talisman. Which will replace this. Which give us like another 2%, I think. Over, due to the way the Scatter fragments increase your base damage, or increase your base damage negation, it doesn't, like, additively work. We're gonna do Gaius first, even though that's probably a mistake. Gaius is harder than Mesmer is, purely because of a stupid hitbox. It's a very stupid hitbox. So that's where we're going. No, that's not where we're going. We're going over there. And we can do a funny thing. Where we basically run around here. It's not that funny. It's the intended way to do this, but there's this entire upper section that you just don't explore if you do this. Um, but you can just kind of take the direct route. It's one of the reasons I love Shadowkeep, because it was very obviously designed by people who wanted the player to be able to skip as much tedium as possible. You don't need to jump onto that. You just can, and I always try to. It doesn't actually do anything. It's not like negating any fall damage or anything like that. Yeah, I know. I'm not very drippy. Running Blide's Helm and the Grody Radon armor. While I know it's like objectively worse in every single way, I will probably switch it out for the new armor. But that's a while away. And obviously using the Bull Goat set as my offhand, like for these, it's what's giving me as high negation as I have. But it also isn't very drippy. Alright. We're going to do our buffs to hopefully make this fight bearable. Everyone I've talked to doesn't like this fight, and I think this is a fundamentally flawed fight. I think this is its fundamentals are decent, but that attack is just awful. Oh yeah. Okay, damage is decent. That charge at distance is just annoying. That's what we like to call the roll catch. Left, right, left, forward. Slightly too early on the forward. That just didn't grab my roll. I'm dead. That was a mistake, because I know that you can't punish that, even with a fast weapon. We heal, he'll probably do the charge. Oh. A little bit too early on that roll. One. Dodge. Heal. Make a little distance so he doesn't actually back at me. Slow damage since now our buffs have gone. I don't think you can bleed him. God, this is slow. So trick with this is don't fuck up the timing and roll into it. But as you can see, I fucked up the timing. Man, that fight gets slow with this health buff. Oh, that fight isn't normally that slow, but fuck. I've never beaten Gaia's first try anyhow. Who cares? I haven't beaten most of the DLC bosses first try, mind you. Definitely worth it to go for our buffs here. They really do improve our damage. So for dodging this upright, I learned this on the wiki. Just sprint to the right, and then immediately before he goes after you, go left. It does work, but it's still not entirely inconsistent. You're gonna follow it up? He could have reared for his charge, and it was minorly risky. God damn it. Gladly, he almost always does this AoE. We don't talk about that one. Hey, you can bleed him. There is a weird point on his hitbox where... Ow. There is a weird point on his hitbox where if you kind of stand, it's like all of his attacks miss him. God damn it. I'm dead. Yikes. I'm just caught in a heal loop. God, not this fucking attack! This is the worst combo. Oh my god. Yeah. Fixable boss. Very fixable boss. Also, grab your souls, because I had like, what, 400k on me? A little slow to do this, but it's fine. We need 114 now. Now this, up here, will get us 2 total upgrades, since we have 2 Scatter Tree upgrades. Fragments left. I think at this point, it'd be stupid if I just didn't get to Mesmer. So I think we'll go to Mesmer, and hopefully that'll go by pretty fast, and then we'll call it a stream. I mean, it's only a 2.5 hour stream. I could probably beat it if I really sat down and committed to it. Just go for the next, like, 2 hours, maybe? Still have, like, things like Bale to do, and, those are pretty hard. So what we'll do is we go to, storage back section. We do our funky ladder climb once again. We're going to be doing lots of weird teleports just to get some of the stuff that I want. Not weird, they're just going to be annoying because it's going to make it take way longer than it needs to. But, slow down. Sneak up on. You know what? Fuck you. I don't need to fight you. So it's just... I had no idea how to articulate how I was feeling about that entire situation. Intended skip right to this lever. So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to run. We're going to go up here, and then we're going to turn around literally immediately. And then we're going to forget that's not the way you go. Because here's the grace. And now we do what all Elden Ring players are incapable of doing, which is touch grass. This will get us to 16. So now we have two things that we're going to do. Step one, let's grab the dragon, or the Pearl Drake Great Shield Talisman. The best way to do that is by taking the main path, going over here, and then getting fucked by a Fire Knight. Yeah, and for some reason, this doesn't count as like actual ground, which means until you like touch one of the edges, it doesn't allow you to like spawn back up there, so it'll just spawn you back here continuously. It's a little annoying, but nothing to be worried about. Go down onto this arm. And now, I am pretty sure... So, where is it? It's right there. Can I just get there from over here? Let's find out. I'm going to do a little bit of a experimentation since I don't have the layout of this memorized. Yeah, see, it only gives us about 0.7% on each one. A little bit more on certain ones. But it's still just better. You know, it's a plain flat buff. Ah, yes, this is, Well, I hope we weren't attached to this 903,000 souls. Because, like... Yeah. Fuck the Fire Knights, man! Ooh! I'm not going back for them. Fuck those souls. I don't care. So, from here, it's time to go down and down and down and down. This is a very annoying run. Because it puts us just back past 2 Fire Knights. Now, normally, Fire Knights are not that big of a problem, and while I think in damage capability I am more than capable of taking them on, I feel weak because I die in 2 hits. Which is going to become a problem when we have to fight the Fire Knight on our way to Mesmer. But we have basically made it. Okay, we're good. Now this brings us back into this Grace Room, which will allow us to grab this Erdtree fragment and a message we don't care about. We open the map and we mark it, and we just say... See, I could just try and go for my souls. I'm gonna try. 900k is almost a level. But the problem is the dual daggers ones are just ridiculous. They apparently also have way higher poise damage. Okay. What's this? Blessed Bone Shard. take out these. Oh, let's grab the souls. Still have lots of things aggroed on us. But we're good. So we just go back to 7th floor. Now, I honestly think it's probably faster to do that the normal way, but I have no idea. Ah, thanks, you little fucker. I'm just dead. Fucking hell. I'm just over it. It's fine. There's really no enemies until we reach a Stake America, so as long as we don't fall off the platforming, and then as well as just, like, my quit out skills don't completely fail me, we'll be fine. So here is the hardest bit of this. We're gonna kill these guys so they don't come up and say hello while we're fighting. We are also actually going to buff for a normal enemy because this Fire Knight is terrifying. It's a slightly unique one. I don't think it respawns. And it also takes advantage of my stupid sprint buffers. Oh, wow. As you can see, I'm panicking like crazy. That scared me. You can kind of cheese it, because if you get behind him, you just open this door. And man, he got a huge health buff, which is kind of scary. Do I have 2? Or do I have 1? I have 2. We can get even higher level. That's amazing. Alright. Time for my favorite boss of the DLC. Why the fuck do I have the dragon scale blade equipped? Excuse me? No wonder I did absolutely no damage. I must have done it when I was doing the weird quit out thing. I must have like accidentally done something like that. No wonder I did absolutely no fucking damage to it. I thought it was so tanky. Oh my god. Thank god I didn't try and use the waterfowl on it. Though to be fair, the dragon scale blades, the ice lightning sword is really good. Ice lightning buffs in this from the dragon stuff Dragon Halberd and the Dragon Scaleblade, and I want to say there's one more, are really fun. Alright, so I'd say that's... I'm not going to parry him. I'm pretty sure you can parry, but I'm not going to do that. And also, this is one of the few times From Software has ever put a door in front of a boss room that you open that you don't have to take a step forward to trigger the cutscene after. It just triggers while you're in there. I hate myself. Let's go for the jump attack. So the thing about Mesmer is that he's kind of a wannabe Melania in the fact that he's got low health and apparently I suck at it. I should have known better. You didn't follow it up. So for this attack, I know it's scary, just roll into it. One, two, and he did I thought he was going to do the third strike. He's going to go in. One, two. I'm going to take this opportunity to heal. Do a jumping attack. Rust. Rust. Turn. Delayed turn, which means following up with that attack, which is how you figure out when he's going to do that delayed strike. His spinning attack. There's two variants of it. Well, there's technically more than that, but let's only talk about the two variants. There's a faster one that he generally does, and a slightly slower one. The slightly slower one will always mean that he's following it up with his slower, that very, very delayed ground sliding thrust. There's also a quirk that I want to talk about before I forget about it. In this phase, this second phase, there is a slight thing that I think will be changed. Mesmer's hitbox and the Snake's hitbox both deal damage to their health bar, which is great. Fantastic. Good design. However, they're slightly overlaid, which means in this first attack, assuming I don't get hit by it, which I might, and it will probably insta-kill me if I do, you do a lot of damage during this AoE because you just hit both of them at the same time for some fucking reason. This is the big AoE. 1, 2, 3. Almost fucked up that last roll. Want to roll back into that one? At least that wasn't the follow-up. We're gonna wait. In the second phase, he basically follows up all of his combos with that. An important thing to remember about that attack is to roll it and to not get hit by it. That's the thing you should remember about it. No, he has... it's not that one. He has a few attacks that look really similar, but one of the things about this boss is that one of the triple snake attacks coils into the arena, so you want to just roll away from the inner part of the arena, which is how you dodge it, because otherwise it just kind of hits you. Follow up. Roll into. Roll into. Roll. Roll. Get a little greedy with those strikes. Grab. Good time for a heal. If you're asking me how to dodge that consistently, I have no idea. I sometimes dodge it, and other times I don't. I tried to delay my roll. Totally my fault. Skill issue. Janky attack. There's a... should I heal? I'm gonna heal because I want to take advantage of the second phase. The second phase AoE. Delayed one. Okay, let's quickly talk about another thing about this fight that I noticed during my practice. So he has a long range combo, effectively. He will thrust his spear forward and the fire spews forward, and I think a lot of people get hit by it because they don't realize that you need to roll into it. And so does the follow-up spin attack, which is really fast. However, while normally it is a 5-hit combo, it can be shortened to a 4-hit combo. The thrust forward, the immediate spin, the slower spin, the jump, and the slam. But it can skip the slower spin. However, due to the slower spin being the thing that corrects his it corrects his position effectively, so he's facing the player properly when he does his thrust upwards. If it skips it, it just jankily like forces his entire model to shift towards the player, which is why I call it the janky attack. Because it's an immediate turn. It's not even a spot turn. It's literally an immediate turn to make sure that that combo can actually hit the player instead of like just completely whiffing. Which I thought is interesting. It's a little jank, but it's a minor complaint. I want to run away a little bit before the roll. Roll, 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 roll. The me talking does actually help me. That was stupid. Like, I'm not just saying it for any particular reason. I'm trying to help myself keep time. This is the coiling one. You see how I rolled into the arena and I got hit by it even though I was timed right? You see how I can't fucking roll? Ah, this is scary. It's fine. I can just take this as a healing point. Pretty sure I can punish this. That first strike, by the way, on that 2-hit has a high hitbox. So if you are jumping attacking him, you can actually duck under it. This is, yeah. That initial AoE does a fuck ton of damage. It comes out a little fast, I must admit. I didn't buff. Who cares? I'll just do it normally. Time for focus mode, no talking. Okay, there we go.
America
Not my best, I will say,
upon thee.
but playing your best on New Game Plus 7 is very difficult because the high health just means that like you end up just kind of out damaging everything, and with my high Scatter Blessing, it's well, you can't attack since the horn set's here. Um, so I'm not quite up to continue this tonight. The next step for us would be, you know, I kind of want to give Bale a go. Actually, probably not smart of me, but I would like to try. All right. God damn it. Bale gave me absolutely horrible luck, just over and over horrible RNG. I still need to figure out the right rhythm with this loadout. That's the problem. I'm going to not buff this time. Much as I would love to be able to buff during the fight, I don't think I'm going to be able to. And second phase is the scary bit. God fucking damn it. This attack up close sucks. Okay. One jump attack. Not two. Just run to the left. Give it a jump, because this fire is really weird. Let's face the middle of the arena. 1, 2. Roll, roll in again, roll to the left. 1, 2. That's why I keep rolling, because, well, like, my brain doesn't want to believe that he does the 1. See, that attack. Oh god, thank god I rolled. One jumping attack. Roll, roll, jumping attack. One. Gonna heal. You're gonna jump. Yeah. And my roll didn't catch. Appreciate that one. One, two, jumping attack. Heal. Grab this. Okay, so let's say show best strats that I found for this. So one, you want to run kind of away from him. Always remember you're rolling through his body, not the actual crash to the ground. Roll to the right as far as you can. Wait for the second one. Big one, always remember about the second AoE. So you roll away from it. One. Okay. Big AoE. Roll slightly too early. Roll in again. Roll to the left, wait for the second one, and I'm dead. That fire has crazy tracking. Just bad RNG. I told you I'm the classic Bale struggler. But he has quite a few mix-ups for as big as he is. Very unlike other dragons. Alright. Let's see what you do. Now I've got a little bit of a better idea of how to deal with you with this build. One, two, roll away because you're far out. And then roll to his left. You want to try and roll basically across him because it's just good habit for the second phase. When there's the after image strikes. That double attack. Get a jumping attack. One. I'm counting so I know that only ever go for one strike after that attack, which is why I keep doing rolling attacks, because it is he will almost always follow it up with his double swipe. And then I want to roll to his left since I'm under him. Gonna roll very far to the right. One, two. Should have gone for the jumping attack. Roll the tail and try and get right in the right position for the jumping attack. Watch for the grab. Roll in again. Then roll to the left and then die because their camera screwed up. Imagine me not struggling on the big dragon boss of the game. Go back to the New Game Plus 7 playthrough and the 45 minutes I spent against Plassie. I think it was longer than that, actually. I am surprised I try and jump. Hey, look, it's the RNG element of the fire. I don't know what triggers it. I don't know why it happens. The roll. One jumping attack. Get to the response. I should have done another jumping attack because they do more damage. Roll to the side. One L1. Roll back. Roll back. I'm outside of him, so just assume that he will do the follow-up. Always assume he'll do the follow-up. He does too much damage to not ever assume that he's not. Roll into him. Try and get that second roll. Run to the side and give a jump to try and outrange the fire. Not get very good damage because his arm was in the way. Do it again. Run from the fire. Give a good heal. Got the grab. Shouldn't have punished that. Even tried to punish that. Why didn't you finish the combo? 2, 3 possibly. But he does the fire underneath him. It's gonna be a long fight. Thank God I ran away from him when I saw him moving. Don't go for the offensive. 1, 2, 3. Almost. 1, 1, 2. And then roll. Can't get the jumping attack sometimes. 1, 2, possibly 3. Roll. See, this fight can just get excessively long with him running away from you. I'm actually running out of stamina, which is kind of surprising. Let's run away from him. And let's buff up with our physic. Get a run, roll through that. Watch for the ground explosions. Again, too fucking early because I can't fucking see. Gonna heal again. And for some reason, my... God fucking damn it, camera! This will be a good opportunity to heal again. Unlock. Look. Run to the side. Roll! Roll! Can't get the second one. Second AoE is fucking stupid. As far to the right as you can. Second one. Run away. Okay, we're okay. Roll in, roll back into him, and then... It's going up. Let's try not to get hit. Every fucking time. It's because it's slightly slower than his normal one. I am chewing through flasks. Only one jump attack, just so... I'll take the death, and I'm dead. I'm not dead, but I should fucking be, because I don't know why that hit me. God, I'm dreadful. And he's doing it again! I'm dead! How the fuck am I alive? Thanks, Bill! And I'm dead. God fucking damn it! Stupid fucking fire breath! Just stop! I don't understand that stupid fucking fire breath attack. God, that line one, it just doesn't fucking consistently work. Never mind the fact that I can't stay locked on to him because you cannot see the ground while he's doing it, which means you cannot dodge the first one if you're locked on. It's not that you can't, it's just that it's unreasonable. If you eat my fucking roll again, game. I'm not under you. Stop doing that mix-up. I can't punish it, and I don't like that. Thanks for that 50-50 mix-up, and if it fucking kills me, I'm gonna be mad. God, I fucking hate that attack. Be consistent. I don't care that it has two possible options. I care that I don't keep losing opportunities to attack him because he just decides not to do it. As you can see, I'm mildly upset. I do like this boss. It's just... this fight is so long on this new game cycle. For God's sake, for once in your life, do the fucking follow-up! I fucking hate you. I think it's because I'm too far away. Hey look, it's RNG fire shit! Oh god. Okay, thanks. Ah, thank you. God fucking damn it, man. I got caught on his fucking face. If this camera could just not, I'd be appreciative. Anything that would be better for this? Not really. Yeah. Though arguably I could probably take off the Pearl Drake Great Shield Talisman and use the Fire Drake one. I don't even know where the Flame Drake Great Shield Talisman is. I swear to God if this game keeps eating my fucking rolls. Ugh. I haven't been struggling with Bale too much recently, but I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting this to be as long as it is. And obviously that's stupid. That was my fault. Yikes, that was a huge mistake. It's what we like to call input reading. Not making the same mistake. That's the... See, the problem is, you have this big fucking boss, right? This massive boss that very obviously has tons of openings. That you just make him react to faster when you hit him. Like, he has... It's this massive super tank boss that you only get, like, one hit in. Never mind the kind of crap camera. Yes, I know I should be buffing. I keep forgetting. Oh, you, dickhead. Can you back the fuck out of the corner, please? Thank you. Nah. Ow. I got too close to the... Ow. I'm just not even gonna... Oh, I wasn't out of range of that. I now get to heal off of a grab opening. Fuck you. Don't do that. What are you doing? I am not getting into that. Oh, yeah. That's fun. Have I hit him once since he entered second phase? Ah, yes. My death is inevitable. Thank you. I did... It's weird. I had this switch. In my first playthrough, I basically never dodged the first one. And I completely dodged the second one consistently. And ever since my first playthrough, I haven't been able to do it. I learned how to dodge the first bit, but now I can't dodge the second bit consistently. That's not how fire works. I really gotta start buffing, man. Make this earlier bit go faster. If you're wondering, okay, not wondering, but I don't think I can actually stagger him with this build. I just don't think I do enough posture damage on New Game Plus 7. I don't think I do enough posture damage normally. That did not hit me, thank you very much. Ah, yes, this attack. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off! Can you stop heal locking me? Thank you. I wish that scream didn't do damage, by the way. I really feel like it shouldn't. This is bad. That health bar is basically equal to his health bar in New Game plus 0, so... I'm getting heal locked again. That was only mildly close. Ugh. That fight's a little long, honestly, on New Game plus 7. But it's done. Now I never have to do it again on New Game plus 7, so that took like what, 25 minutes? Little rough. So in terms of things that I need to do next time I stream, Putrescent Knight, Meteor, and Romina, and final boss. There's 1, 5, 9 fragments, which lines up perfectly with our Erdtree blessing, which means we've not mixed any of them so far. Oh, yikes. Anyhow, I hope that everyone has a good day. I'm going to take a bit of an Elden break. I'll probably stream this tomorrow evening. And I'll get all of this uploaded. I might even just shove it into one part instead, like one 6-hour component. I hope the audio wasn't too terrible. Obviously, I've had pretty major issues with my audio for the entire time I've been streaming on Twitch. So I have no idea how good, bad, awful, maybe it's decent, I don't know. But it could be a little loud, it could be a little bloated. Especially if I get a little agitated and some drop frames, which is a little upsetting, but whatever. I hope everyone has a good day. I hope that you enjoyed watching me go through this a little over the first half of the DLC. And we will finish up the DLC, or at least get to the final boss, and then finish it up in a much bigger part later on. Man, I gotta make a thumbnail for this, don't I? Oof. Anyhow, I hope you all have a good day, and I'll see you again soon.